Guys, they said Kabiyesi rose like a lion as he threatened to make the life of Captain Olayinka Opebi miserable for loving Queen Naomi. According to what we are hearing, they said Kabiyesi is not happy at all. Even though they said he has been threatening hell and fire and everything. But the moment Queen Naomi told him that she is no longer in love with him, that she is now in love with another person, they say Kabiyesi was shaken. Kabiyesi was frozen for some minutes. They said he stood up and he managed to sit, as in managed, because at that point he needs to be the king. If not wahala go dey. That is how they said he managed to sit back. After some minutes of recovering from that shock, they said he asked Queen Naomi, is it Captain Olayinka Opebi, that if he is the one, that he is going to make his life miserable, as a serious one, no be small thing o. You know that this Captain Olayinka that they are talking about, there was some time ago we heard that this man came to propose to Queen Naomi, and Queen Naomi said no. They said the man is billionaire on his own, even though he came from a very wealthy Yoruba family, that he is highly, as in the man, they said the man have a good number of private jets, that is flying to different countries, his own, that he is also a pilot on his own. I don't know if you remember the story of the airline boss. Yes, if you are following this gist, you remember that gist when we were talking about the airline boss before Pastor Adejumo Ademiju before Pastor Ademiju came into the picture. They said this airline boss have proposed to Queen Naomi. That is what we are hearing. If it is true, we do not know. If it is not true, we do not know. But it was after this airline boss that we started hearing about Pastor Ademiju. And only recently, we find out that that Pastor Ademiju has something to do with Olori Ashley. That it was Ashley who sent him. This life no balance. So you see, this life no balance at all. Oh. But this captain in question, information have it that this man have never proposed to Queen Naomi, but they are good friends, that their friendship started way back. Even though they said the man had a daughter, an 11-year-old daughter. If you remember this story, if you are following this story very well, you remember a time when we started talking about things like that. We heard it then. They said they are just friends, nothing but friend. That there is not, of course, anybody that is having anything with Queen Naomi is just wasting his time, because the thing is that Kabiyesi have done something on her that if you don't want just normal relationship, if you want anything more to that, it is not going to happen. So they said this man have been just a good friend to Queen Naomi, but Kabiyesi was threatened. Kabiyesi was kind of frightened, let me use the word frightened, when Queen Naomi told him that he is in love with another person, and Kabiyesi thought it was the Captain Olayinka, and that was why they said he asked Queen Naomi, is it Captain Olayinka, that if he is the one, that he should better watch his back, because there is no how he will fold his arms and allow him take his wife away from him. And I was like, what is Kabiyesi's mission in Queen Naomi's life? Because to me, this thing no make sense again. They say Queen Naomi have told him that this thing you are doing, you are not going to achieve anything with it. Better let me go. Let it not be a fight. Because I cannot fight you. They say Queen Naomi was on the floor begging him, crying, telling him to please let her go, because she cannot fight him unless he wants her to cry to her God to fight this battle for her. And let me tell you, it's not as if Queen Naomi does not know what to do. Queen Naomi is the daughter of Zion. Queen Naomi is a servant of God. And even God have made it clear that you should not touch his anointed. Touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. Queen Naomi is a prophetess. And by the time he cried to God based on this issue, and if God, or if God's mission, if her mission in that palace is finished and they still want her to be there when God does not want her to be there, if she cried to God, there will be problem in that palace. I'm telling you the reality. Unless she doesn't know her stand as her ground as a daughter of Zion. Because one thing about the God that I serve, of which I believe that's the same God she serves, is that he fights our battle even when we don't even know. Let alone when you go to him and cry to him morning and night, telling him about this situation. God must do something. Unless God still wants Queen Naomi to go back to that palace. Maybe if Queen Naomi is crying to God or talking to God about it, God might decide to be silent. You know, but I know that with her level, she's a prophetess. God will not just keep quiet about her situation. God must tell her something, either directly or through another prophet or prophetess, or even from Thréatenéd, because information have it that Thréatenéd is also a special child, a gifted child in that area. So the possibility that God might even want to decide to talk to her through Thréatenéd is there. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that Kabiyesi might not be able to fight Queen Naomi or keep Queen Naomi in a state that Queen Naomi is not comfortable with and go scot-free, unless Queen Naomi did not cry to God about it. You know? So, and at this point, the Kabiyesi is a little bit frightened, because if it is the man that he is thinking about, the man can go extra mile to fight this battle, because money is not his problem. And his family too, they are notable. He came from a notable home. They have people that will give him full support. The man don't make money, as in, you know that in things like this, if you have that money, they will respect you, they will hear your voice, they will take your advice and all of that. So even though the Kabiyesi was saying that he was still not kind of so proud, that he started begging Queen Naomi again. And one thing you should know about matters of the heart is that it's not something that you start shouting. You have to mellow down. You have to bring yourself down. Convince her to love you, to give you chance, or not to shout at her. Because if you do, you might lose her completely. Anyway, guys, when I hear this, I say let me come and share it with you and know your opinion on this. Don't forget that these are all alleged information, like we heard. Always bear that in mind. They are all rumors, speculated information. They are not for stand information. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, follow my page, and share my video. I love you guys. Bye. See you.